Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, jeez. I'm starting my stream officially at 7 p.m., but I'm going to give a few minutes for any potential audience members to join. So tonight I will be drawing some bird Pokemon that I have invented based on some of my favorite kinds of bird. And I will be drawing one of them tonight. I've made a series of Pokemon based on the Budgie. I will be drawing the first evolution of that one tonight. There are 3 in total. And then all this week, I will draw each evolution over the next couple of days. So, this stream goes out to all the bird lovers. This stream goes out to all the people in the bird lover groups that I am a part of on Facebook, such as the Burb Void and This Borb is Chonky, and 2 different groups that are named not to be dramatic, but I would die for this bird. I am in like 4, if not 5 bird groups on Facebook because I like to look at people's birds. And so this was inspired partially by that, and also my husband suggested that since I love birds so much, I should design some bird Pokemon. So that's what I done did. Gonna give it's 6:59 now, gonna give it 1 more minute before I start officially. Since I'm just drawing and completing the first of the evolutions, I estimate this stream will take about 30 minutes, give or take. So yeah. Yep. I started joining Facebook bird groups a couple of years ago, and now that I am in them, I actually like give a damn about Facebook. Cause before I was really not paying attention to anything on Facebook, and now that all I see is birds, predominantly, I'm much happier with that. You know, I don't want to see, like, the same boring posts over and over again. I don't want to see political stuff, sad stuff, angry stuff, trashy stuff. I don't want none of that. I just want burbs. That's all I want. I'm a woman of simple pleasures here. I just want to see some cute burbs. And my favorite burb is probably the Budgie, because I had a Budgie when I was younger. His name was Archie. We had him for 9 years. He was so sassy. He was like the little emperor of the house. He was great. He had a teal colored belly and a yellow head and gray wings. I think that's one of the rarer kinds of Budgie mutation. This one will be mostly based on the white and blue variety. That's what I'm planning to color this one like. So this version I'm drawing here is the baby evolution, and this is called Budgeling. and it's a normal flying type. This is basically the baby version. I don't normally show my sketching process in my stream. This is like the first time I'm actually doing a sketch here. Because I planned this out in my he's potato. I planned this out in my sketchbook with a pencil, and then I like to bring the photo of the sketch into Photoshop and then just like go with the line art from there. But I thought tonight I will show a little more of my process. Yeah, and I feel kind of inspired now that I've made this one, and I've made another one based on a cockatiel that I'm gonna do another series of streams of soon. Probably after this one is done. And I'm pretty inspired. I feel kind of like doing my own Pokemon region here. That needs to be bigger. Yes. The shape on his tum-tum is important. Got little feets. I love reading people's posts in these bird groups because there's like all this lingo that you pick up on. So like there's a behavior that a lot of pet birds will do when they get cozy and snuggly and feel content and want to take a nap or something. They'll tuck one of their feet up into their feathers so that all you can see is like one. It looks like they're just standing on one foot. They'll frequently sleep like that even. And in the bird groups I'm in, they'll say peats. That's what they call feets or feet. And if your bird is tucking up his foot, you'll say that a peat was lost to the void. So for this budgie, it's called Budgeling. For Budgeling, he's got both his peats right now in this picture. Mainly what I was wanting to accomplish with this character design was I wanted to make a Pokemon that has badass evolutions and is really cool, and you want to evolve it, but at the same time its baby version is so cute that you almost don't want to evolve him. Yeah, he's got these little stumpy legs, little stumpy wings. Well, they don't gotta be that stumpy. I'm gonna make these a little bigger here. So there's a significance to this symbol on his chest. Oh, I almost forgot. What other bird lingo? Yeah, so there's little stripies on his head. What other bird lingo does one need to know in these bird groups? under fluffies. So under fluffies are when, well, basically that's the fluffy feathers around a bird's butthole. They're the fluffies under the bird, so they're the under fluffies. And similarly, the fluffy bits on a bird's cheeks are called fluffin' chops. So like sometimes you'll see a bird like make their face real fluffy, and I'll just do like a little sketch example over here. But so like here's their face, right, and their head, and then their face feathers will be like this. A lot of birds will do this, like cockatiels will do this, budgies will do this. But yeah, right here, all this goodness. Fluffin' chops, right here. That's the fluffy, cheeky bits of a bird. Let's see here. Under fluffies, fluffin' chops, peats. What else? Okay, so if you see somebody got a finch, finches are like these little birds that are like a little less common, I think, than other kinds of bird as a pet. But some people have a finch, and people will just call them beeps because that is pretty much the sound that they make. Finches just sound like beep, 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 beep. Budgie's tail. That could be lower, I think. Yeah. I know it looks like I'm Frankensteining everything together, but this is all gonna come together. So his head could be a little rounder, methinks. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know why there isn't a budgie Pokemon yet. Like where is it? We demand it. We're starving for it. We're thirsting. We're dying over here. We need that budge. We gotta have that budge. This budge right here. All right. So I'm gonna save this real quick. Save this as Budgie Pokemon. Yup, yup, yup. Sweet. Alright, so now comes the final line art. Go. Locking all of my extra layers so I don't accidentally draw on the wrong layer. I always draw with this pen. I do that one. So here we have Budgeling. There's, let me think here. There's not much to say about him at the moment, other than that this Pokemon relies on the older, mature parent birds to keep it safe because it is very small and helpless on its own. These are the eyes that steal your soul and your wallet. No. He's normal flying right now, but he'll grow up into something else. Fun fact, these lines are here on his head. I put these in here in the design because young budgies frequently have stripes like this going across their head. And the stripes fade as they age. When we first got my bird, Archie, he was pretty young and he had stripes all on his head like this. And then as he aged, by the time he was like 9 years old, the stripes had pretty well disappeared. Here we go. Okay. Didn't look like it was playing friendly. I could do this a little nicer. What else fun facts can I expunge about the budge? So a good way to tell the difference between a male and female budgie is male budgies, like in appearance, they behave differently, but in appearance, this nose thing on their beak, it's called the cere, C-E-R-E. And males have a blue cere, and females have a brown cere. And that's, of course, when they are mature adults. When they're young, it can be harder to tell because their ceres are pretty much like pale or pink or very light in color. A lot of times, people who want to know the sex of their bird cannot visibly tell until their bird starts doing some sex-specific behavior. So, like, this happens with budgies and with cockatiels, where males will have, they'll be better at speaking and repeating words that you teach them, and then females are not as good at that. And male budgies will try to, as they mature, as the seasons change, the time of year appears where young budgies and cockatiel fellas think only of love and companionship, and then they start to hump things, and you have to discourage the behavior. There we go. And then female birds, they'll do. See, this is the funny thing. Like, we had Archie for like 5 years, and we were told by the pet store when we bought him that it was a boy. And I didn't learn about all this cere color stuff until, like, I joined these bird groups much later. But one day, Archie, my bird, laid an egg. We woke up, I came home from school one day and boop. And we were all like, did Archie lay that? We don't have any other birds. He couldn't have, immaculately conceived, so to speak. So Archie was, turns out, a girl all along. And the person at the pet store was wrong. But we were so used to treating him like a boy that we just kind of treated him like a boy even after this discovery was made. Alright, so that's the line art for Budgeling. I'll apply some color here. And, oh yeah, so the behavior thing. So, like, males will kind of try to hump things, and then females will do this, like, weird, like, I call it, like, they'll do this, like, weird backbending thing, where they'll stick their butt up in the air, and they'll stick their head like this, and it kind of looks like this, where their tail is up like this, and they're like on their perch, so they're like this. And then maybe their eyes get really intense. And they make a lot of noise. So that's how you can tell your budgie is female and is feeling it. But you must discourage that, because if they're doing this, they'll be like overly hormonal, and that might make them like aggressive and bitey and nasty. And so if you just kind of like discourage them or stop them from doing that, you're kind of like, you're making it easier on them, you're making it easier on yourself. I need a real quick reference image here. Yeah. Yeah, the good stuff. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Perfect. Almost perfect. There we go. Perfect. He's got a blue belly. I wonder if I can find a fun brush for this. Pardon the interruption to the show. Yeah. Okay. It needs to be bigger. This is okay. I'm not yet so clever with these brushes. I'll get there. I'll figure it out. I want it to look feathery. Angie. Oh, hello. Let's get a good color for the Pete's. So, would you catch this Pokemon? I would. I'd catch like 10 of them. God, I love budgies. Oh. They're just so nice. I don't need that. For the sake of art, this will be a boy. I'm coloring it in real sloppy now, but I'm going to clean it up at the end. He's got little... There we go. was it? Was this one? Yeah. Don't really need that. Oh! Let's look at their tail. Uh-huh. So it gets darker. Good to know. Clean this up a little bit. What other fun facts? I learned the way, so I don't know if anybody out here has ever wondered this, but some people have wondered, how do birds on perches while they sleep? How do they not fall off? There's a little muscle in these little they on a perch, and they've got their weight of their bodies going down onto the perch. This muscle naturally tenses up and locks their toes to the branch. And so that is how a lot of birds typically do not fall off of trees while they are sleeping. Yep. I'm gonna do some erasing here, or rather, this patch on his belly is important. Maybe I should do 2 varieties of this. I should do this variety, and then I should do the green and yellow variety. Whoa. Look at him. Whoa. Yeah, there's no reason there can't be 2 different versions of this Pokemon. Alright, so that about does it. This has been my mini stream. Thank you all for joining. And please tune in tomorrow evening, where I will show you something other than me futzing around with brushes. Where I will show you what he becomes when he reaches level 18. All right, everyone. Good night. Hello. So I just discovered that when I was recording my stream, drawing this Pokemon, I had my starting soon screen up for like the second half of it, and so nobody got to see me complete the bird. Sorry about that. I apologize. I'm new and I'm dumb, and I don't juggle my windows so good. But yes, I wanted to make a recording to tack this onto the last recording I made. Here is the completed Budge. He is Budgeling. He is a normal flying type. And tomorrow evening around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be drawing his evolution, what he becomes at level 18. Good night, goodbye, thank you for tuning in.